This is Roger, Low Vision Product Manager here at HumanWare. In this video, I will demonstrate for you the new annotation tools that have been added in version 1.7 of the Prodigi software. And this specific video is going to focus on using them within the Files application. Separate videos exist for looking at how to use the annotation tools in Magnifier, in the Distance application, and in the Books application. So first, I'm going to go to my carousel and use my arrow keys to navigate through my carousel until I come to the Files application, and I'll tap Enter to go into my files. And for my demonstration today, I'm going to go into my psychology folder where I have a document that I've captured previously that will demonstrate how you might use these new tools in this environment. So I'm clicking and dragging. You see it's a multiple choice quiz on some psychology topics here. I can use my scroll wheel to zoom in and out. I can use the toolbar down below. I can click on the word good here.
Good self-esteem helps you to have what around others.
Start reading, have it read aloud to me, switch to Diamond Edge, click on the diamond there, and I can see my Diamond Edge font or the true view of the page is what I'm in now, and so forth. But for today's demonstration, I want to show you how to use these new markup or annotation tools. And that is the new icon that you'll notice in the toolbar. It's a pencil with a squiggly line underneath. I'll tap on that once, and immediately you'll see a set of tools that appear in the upper left corner of your screen. The first is a selector. That's what I'm using now. It allows me to click and drag to move my page around. If I was on a touch screen, I could use my finger to press and hold and drag the document around on the screen. Underneath of this is a pen tool, and I'll demonstrate that in just a second very quickly. It's active right now, so let's scribble on the page. You'll see there's a line there. Beneath that is a highlight tool. So I'll highlight some text here. So now you see a pen tool and a highlight tool, and beneath that's an erase tool that I can use to click and drag across all of that to erase them all out of the page. So let's take a look at how we might use these in a document such as this, and you can think about how you would use it in other documents. So we see the first question here: good self-esteem helps you to have what around others? A, confidence; B, optimism; C, mood swings; and D, self-concept. Okay, so I'm going to click on my pen tool. This is the first way that I might use it. And before I answer the question, let's look at the bottom toolbar. You'll see a palette. It's a black palette with 5 white circles onto it. Let's click there. And you can see that my pen is defaulted to black. I have multiple other colors to select from by clicking and scrolling down or using the arrows on the right. Let's switch to a blue pen for answering the questions here and tap the back button for my color. And to the right of that in the toolbar at the bottom is the thickness. You'll see it has 3 lines on it: a thin, a medium, and a thick line. Tap that, and you can see that the pen is defaulted to a very thin setting. On the right, click and drag. There's thin, medium, wide, and very wide as other options. I'm going to go ahead and leave it on thin for our demo today. I'll tap the back arrow. We're back in our document. I'm going to choose my selector tool, and I'm going to scroll down a little bit, grab that pen tool, and I'm going to write my name up top here. And I'm using my mouse for this, but on a touchscreen, you could even use your finger for this. I'll grab my selector tool and scroll back now that my name's on here. And let's use the pen to answer a question. I think good self-esteem helps you to have what around other. I think it's going to be confidence is the answer to that. Okay, so that's one way to select it. And then I can click and drag down. And having a positive attitude towards your future means that you are resilient, vibing, optimistic, confident. Let's use the highlight tool to answer this one. So that is the third item in the upper left there. It's the pencil with a line underneath of it. And again, I can come down to the bottom toolbar and select from available colors. The default is yellow. There's a couple up top. And then I can click and drag down. There are multiple colors beneath it to choose from as well. Let's leave it on yellow for the demo here. And then I can hit the back arrow. And to the right of it, of course, is my thickness settings. It's set to medium. Let's switch to a wide just for fun. Tap my back arrow here, and I'll come back and choose my answer for this. And I think that having a positive attitude for your future means that you are C, optimistic. Okay, notice down at the bottom that there is a curved arrow that points to the left. This is the undo button. I'll tap that Notice my highlight's gone away on optimistic. To the right of it is the redo button. Tap that and optimistic appears again. Now, if I want to save my work in case I'm afraid that something's going to happen and I'll lose my work, to the far bottom right, there's a disk. I'll click that and it will save my file and I can continue answering questions here. I'll grab my selector tool and click and drag my page down. And we'll look at self-awareness includes knowing about my strengths, weaknesses, hobbies, all of the above. So let's say I grabbed my highlighter tool and I marked an answer here. And then I realized, weaknesses, hobbies, self-awareness means I need to know all of those things. So I'm going to grab my erase tool. Again, I can click and drag over these, or I can tap them individually so that I can erase them. Clicked on hobbies, I clicked and drag over strengths and weaknesses. And I'm going to select my highlighter again, and I'm going to choose all of the above. And then we will drag our page down. What is a need? A boat, food, flowers, or clothes? I think the biggest need there, I'll use my pen this time, is probably food. And I am all done marking up my paper now. Those are the 4 questions that are part of my quiz. I can review them. I can have it all read aloud to me again. So there you go. You can see I've marked up my full quiz on that page. And now I'm going to tap the back arrow in the lower left. And notice I'm prompted again. Do you want to save them? So I'll save them. And now they're saved with my document. And I can exit out. And because I want this to be a real exercise for you, I can right click on this file and scroll in the list of available options there. And I can export this as a PDF, a JPEG, or a text file, and then send it to my teacher so that they can grade my work. I won't go through that process here, but I just wanted to point out that that's available. So now that we are wrapping up the video, I want to come back out to my main carousel. And as always, I'm going to navigate in the bottom right, a couple of clicks here to our help application. And I want to point out the third item available in the help application is a link to provide us feedback. I really encourage you to go here, tell us how we're doing. Let us know your experiences with these annotation tools, anything you would do to improve them. And as always, let us know what features would be most helpful to you in future updates to Prodigy. Thanks for watching this video.